Hey everybody, thank you for clicking on my thumbnail. I'm Fee. Welcome to my channel. If you're returning, welcome back. If this is your first time, today we're going to be reviewing the latest fragrance by Kayali, the Yum Pistachio Gelato 33. So if you're interested in hearing my take on this fragrance, hang with me, click like and subscribe to my channel. Click on the notification bell. That will alert you when I have new postings. If you're ready to get started, so am I. Let's do this. So here she is. And in honor of the Yum Pistachio Gelato 33, I'm wearing my pistachio outfit today. And I think I have a little pistachio eyeshadow on. But I wanted to talk about the fragrance. And I don't even know where my box went to. I've been using this so much. And I took my time making this review because I really wanted to get some wear out of it. And I wanted to try a bunch of different layering combos. What I will say about this, and let's spray it, even though I'm wearing it now, and I've been wearing it for several days. The atomizer is fabulous on this. They do a really great job of that. What I will say about the fragrance initially is the opening is really fresh. It's very clean, even a bit creamy. But I get a real strong sense of that rum, a real sense of there is alcohol in this fragrance, which is fine. I expected that. I knew about that. But in all honesty, I know a lot of people were expecting a more gourmand scent. And I think that it does give that because this particular fragrance is not a linear fragrance. It's multi-dimensional, meaning it changes from beginning to end. So it starts out, you get a little bit of the gourmand, but a little soapy, clean, creamy scents with the alcohol. And then the mid notes are mainly fruits and floral. So it gets a little fruity and floral in the middle. And then the base note, it goes back to being creamy, but it basically goes straight to cotton candy for me and my nose. I noticed that it went really, really sweet in the end. And if I'm being honest, I didn't have any expectations for this particular fragrance, as I don't for most fragrances. I kind of wait and see what they're about when they get here, but I was excited to try it. But I didn't have an expectation of, oh, it's yum, gelato, pistachio, it's going to be, you know, like ice cream or gourmand or any of those kinds of things. I didn't place that expectation on this fragrance. One, because it's from Kayali. Two, it's because most of their fragrances are best layered with other things, including their own fragrances. And three, I was just excited to give it a try. And if you've ever been to Italy, and I have, you know that gelato is Italian ice cream. And so the difference in the ice cream in Italy versus the ice cream here is they make it where there's no air in it. So it's a little lighter texture than the heaviness of ice cream that we have here, or should I say the more creaminess that we have here in the United States. It's just as delicious, just as sweet. Other than that, there really aren't any differences. So when I hear people saying, oh, I thought it was going to be more like ice cream, it is. It is. The problem is it changes throughout the fragrance. And it's not a problem for me, but I think that's what people are experiencing, that creaminess comes and goes, and the alcohol comes and goes, the floralness comes and goes, the fruitiness comes and goes, and then in the end, you have sugar. It basically burns down to cotton candy. So if you think about going to a state fair or a carnival and you're going to have funnel cake, you're going to have ice cream, you're going to have cotton candy, you're going to have all the nutty, fruity caramel apples, all of the stuff that they serve at the fair or at a carnival, you've got it all in this one bottle. But I will say this about it. I do not think this to be signature scent worthy. However, I do enjoy this. I think it smells delicious. I like the smell of it. I personally wore it a couple of days differently every time because I felt like this was the icing on the cake, not necessarily the cake. Meaning it, to me, smelled better when it was mixed with other things. Now this in itself, it's very light for my liking. Meaning it's more delicate, it's not beast mode at all, and the longevity is about 3 hours. And that's to be expected because most of the fragrances from Kayali are not long lasting, but they're so delicious and so unique that you want to have them in your collection. And if you do some of the things that you need to do to get the longevity out of your fragrances, like exfoliate your skin, make sure you're always wearing your fragrances on clean, exfoliated, and moisturized skin. And if you do the basics, then you're going to get more longevity out of this. So stick with me and we'll talk a little bit more about some of the layering combos that I used. I did wear this to bed. It was a very beautiful scent to wear to bed. So like I was saying, you're not going to get a beast mode response from this fragrance, but it is beautiful. It is comforting. It's gourmand to me. And in order to make it last longer, I just paired it with a few different things that I'm willing to share with you. But before we get to that, let's talk about some of the notes that are in here. And I'm going to have Big Red post the extended version of the notes because what's on the back of the bottle are just like 6 notes. And this fragrance has far more than that. And so we got some off of Fragrantica and some off of the Kayali website. So I'll have Big Red post them both so that you can see them. They'll either be here or here. But this pistachio has pistachio gelato, hazelnut, sweet rum, whipped cream, marshmallow, and cotton candy. And literally, I smell all of that in this fragrance, but not at the same time, at different times. And like I said, it opened up heavy with the rum, heavy with the pistachio, and I think the hazelnut overpowered the pistachio a little bit for me, which is okay. And then you do smell the creaminess of the whipped cream and the marshmallow and the pistachio gelato. And then in the end, you definitely get that cotton candy. So it's not disappointing to me. I'm actually enjoying it. And when I share these layering combos with you, hopefully you will like it better too. But let me say this is not a scent you blind buy. This is something you have to get your nose on because it is so unique. The scent is unique. The pistachio and hazelnut is unique. And I'm one of those people that I don't always expect to smell like the things I love to eat. For instance, I love pizza, but I don't want to smell like pizza. So to get this fragrance and hear that so many people are disappointed, it surprises me because it's never been meant to be beast mode. And secondly, it is, like I said, the icing on the cake. You still got to put the cake together by exfoliating, moisturizing, and then maybe layering it with something else to make it more of what you want. But I'm going to keep it in my collection because I've been able to do so many different layering combos that I'm enjoying. That's why I would call this worthy of being purchased and having in your collection. However, I would not consider this to be signature scent worthy, if that makes sense. But I do want it because of the things that I've been able to do with it and the way I've been able to accomplish the smells that I love. Okay, so let's get to some of these layering combos. One of the things I'm most excited about this season and this time of year is the pistachio latte at Starbucks. So if I had any expectation or hope for this fragrance, it would have been that it would give me the feels and the smells and what that makes me feel and smell like before I get ready to take a sip of it. I was hoping that this would be like that pistachio latte, and it was not. But that's okay. Like I said, the hazelnut is very prominent here. The pistachio, not so much, which is fine with me because I literally don't eat pistachios. The only time I have pistachio, I have had the pistachio gelato in Italy, and I've had the pistachio latte at Starbucks, which I love. So if I'm eating it in a latte, then in that form, I love it. And that's why I do care for this perfume because it's in that form with the marshmallow and the cotton candy and the gelato ice cream. So it kind of gives me that, but it doesn't give me Starbucks latte. So in order to achieve that, and what I kind of felt like I needed to do with this, because like I told you, this is the icing on the cake. I'm going to use this to layer other things with, as I do with most of my Kayali fragrances. I have quite a few. So I have about 6 now, I'd say. And I love them and I use them frequently. But the scents are so unique and so fabulous that it's something you just got to have. And you want it, and you just have to figure out how to make it last longer. And so what I did was I took some other fragrances that were underwhelming. And I'm not saying this one's underwhelming. I'm saying the fragrances I paired it with were underwhelming fragrances for me. Fragrances in my collection that I hardly ever reach for because I don't really care for them because they're underwhelming. And one in particular that I've been trying to work with and I want to hold on to, but I don't care for, and I've mentioned this before in other videos, is YSL's Black Opium. But my husband loves this scent, so I wear it a lot for him. So what I did was I took the Black Opium by YSL and I layered it with the Yum Pistachio Gelato 33. Now, in every layering combo I'm going to share with you today, this goes on last because it's very mild, and this would overpower it if I put this on top. So I put this on first, let it dry down a bit. Then I went back in and sprayed everything with this. And that gave me my Starbucks pistachio latte, and I was happy. So happy. I loved it. One, because it gave me another layering combo, and two, it gave me another reason to wear this. And my husband, he liked it as well. So I was very happy with that layering combo. So if you like YSL Black Opium, if you have it, or if you're like me and you don't particularly care for it, but you still have it in your collection, try the two together and get your latte on, okay? All right, let's go on to the next one. There was something in the opening of this fragrance that reminded me of why people were saying it has a soapy, clean scent to it. And I was trying to put my finger on it. I couldn't quite figure it out. And then it came to me. The Lemon Fresh Joy. It doesn't smell exactly like that, but that scent brings back memories of my childhood, of when, you know, you were a teenager in your parents' home and you had to wash dishes, and you'd go in there and you didn't want to be there in the first place. You didn't want to wash dishes. You didn't want to do chores, but you'd put that soap in there, and that smell, just the lemon just made you feel better about the experience. And I enjoyed the Lemon Fresh Joy experience. And so I mentioned in my other videos that I'm not much of a cook, but I do love to bake. And one of my favorite baked goods is the pistachio lemon cake. And it just so happens that right now, Bath and Body Works has a new body mist and a new body cream out called Iced Lemon Pound Cake. Now, what I will say about this, it's not that much lemon in here. It's supposed to be a lemon fragrance, but to be honest with you, I get just a faint bit of lemon and a whole lot of pound cake. It's very much like cake batter. But when I took this and I mixed it with this, and this again goes on top. I put my body lotion on, then I went in with this lotion on my post points, then I went in with the all over body spray, and then I ended it with this. I got a sense of that iced lemon pound cake that you get at Starbucks, but with nuts. And I love that. And it smells so good, it made myself hungry. I mean, literally, you know that song where they say, I'm feeling myself. I was smelling myself. I was like totally just constantly intoxicated with the fragrance and just kept smelling. And it actually just made me hungry. But it was beautiful. It was fun. It was flirty. It was something to do. And I enjoyed the experience. So that's another thing I can do, is use my iced lemon pound cake with the Yum Pistachio Gelato 33 and get that same feeling of lemon pound cake with the iced frosting, the tartness of that, and the nuttiness with it. So that was my second layering combo, and I absolutely love it. So my next combo includes using the Lemon Custard by Philosophy. And I don't know if you've ever smelled Philosophy's lemon custard, but it is amazing. It smells so delicious. I mean, it literally smells like you could take a spoon and eat it. It smells like frozen lemon, yogurt, tart, whatever. And one of my favorite lemon dishes, or lemon desserts, should I say, is the lemon tart. And it even has almost like a key lime scent to it when you eat a key lime cheesecake from like Cheesecake Factory, or a key lime tart, but it's a lemon souffle, and it smells identical to the actual dessert. So I put my initial vanilla cashmere by EOS on all over to moisturize my body. Then I go in on my post points with the lemon custard, all the places that I plan on spraying the actual perfume. And then I go back and I cover myself with the Yum Pistachio Gelato 33. This right here, call me the scent chef, because that gets the chef's kiss. It's so gourmand, so delicious, so beautiful, and I enjoy it. I like it. And again, like I said, this may not be for everybody, because a lot of people don't like smelling like yummy gourmand desserts, but I happen to be one of those. And if you are just like me, I think you'll love this combination. And I purchased this at Nordstrom's Rack But I went online and realized I got a really good deal. I think I paid like $15 for this at Nordstrom Rack. But I also noticed that when I went online to order more, I was going to order it directly from Philosophy. It was a lot more expensive, I think to the tune of like $24 maybe, somewhere around there, $22, $24. And I thought, oh, I got a good deal. So I went back to Nordstrom's Rack and got more of this because this is heavenly. And this together, oh, get your whole life, okay? Let's go to the next combo. The next combo that I've tried and I enjoyed because I heard lots of people like to put these two together, the Eat and Juicy Apple with the Yum Pistachio Gelato 33. And I thought this was great. Again, it still only lasts about 3 hours. So I wanted to figure out what else I could do to achieve this and make it last longer and actually smell stronger. And what I did was I took the Brazilian Crush Cheirosa 62 and it has the notes of pistachio and salted caramel. And when I mix these three together, again, putting this on last, I smell like a caramel apple with nuts. You know how you bite into the apple of a caramel apple with nuts and inside is tart because the apple is like a tart, I want to say, I don't know if they use the Granny Smith apple, I believe. So it's a tart apple, but the outside is so creamy and the caramel is so buttery and just awesome. So the three of these together, that gave me that caramel apple with a little bit of everything. It made it even more multidimensional and it lasted longer. It lasted longer. But this gave me about 5 hours and that was perfect for me. Perfect for me. And so give this a try to get that caramel apple with nuts smell. And just, I don't know, I enjoyed it. It made me feel youthful. It made me feel flirty and fun. And I got complimented on it. And I just smelled pretty. I smelled pretty and I liked it. So give it a try if you will. And see if it works for you. Comment down in the comment section below and let me know if you tried any other combos other than what I've shown you here today. If you have any other layering combos that this goes with, I'd appreciate it. But this works for me. Okay, so I have a few notable mentions. And what I mean by that, they're not as striking as the caramel apple, the latte, the pistachio tart, the lemon pistachio cake layering combo, but these were really nice. So I know I'm going to keep this in my collection. I know that when I'm done with this bottle, I will repurchase because I'm able to do so much with it. I can wear so many different scents. I can smell so many different ways with this particular fragrance combined with other things. So let me just share a few with you. For starters, Yara. And it's another Middle Eastern fragrance by Lattafa. Yara is beautiful, and the two of them together work very well. So I won't spend a lot of time on those. Then again, I wore it with Blush by Carolina Herrera, Good Girl Blush. That was very pretty as well. Very pretty as well. Then I tried it with the Eilish 2, number 2. This went very well. So if you have any of these in your collection, give them a try together as a layering combo. But the one I got the most compliments from was when I wore the Alien Goddess with the Yum Pistachio Gelato 33. I got a lot of compliments from both of these together. And I love that. Because like I said, all of these are fragrances that I like, but they're kind of underwhelming, meaning they're really not, to me, standalone fragrances. I love Yara, but I only wear her to bed. She's like Delina minus something major. I don't know what she's missing, but she reminds me of Delina, but she's like Delina less intense. And Blush is beautiful, but again, I feel like I have to layer it with something to accomplish the way I want to smell. Same thing with Eilish 2 and even Alien Goddess. Now, what I do like it with, I wasn't complimented on this because I didn't wear it out the house, but I wore it overnight and loved it, was the Choco Musk and the Yum Pistachio. This smells really delightful. So if you have any of these in your collection, give them a layering combo try. Let me know how you feel about them. Let me know if you have other layering combos to share with me. All right. And I saved my best layering combo for last. Remember how I said I love to be beast mode? And I figured out a way to make this beast mode. And again, I used another fragrance that I absolutely adore, but it's so light, so delicate, that I find that I just wear it to bed because it doesn't really give you projection or even longevity. It smells good for longer than 3 hours, but it doesn't really give me the beast mode that I want and that I expect from this particular fragrance. And the fragrance I'm talking about that I've combined with this is none other than Tom Ford's Soleil Blanc. Now this adds the coconut. This adds another pistachio boost here. This is amping up the pistachio. Bergamot, cardamom, tuberose, all the white florals. This is so beautiful. But this with this first, this on top, puts you in pistachio heaven. It gives you the scent that I hear so many people say they're hoping for in this fragrance. It gives you gourmand. It gives you pistachio. It gives you more longevity. It gives you better projection. So this made this beast mode for me, and I absolutely love it. And I got complimented on it. And you know, when I get complimented on it, on a fragrance or a scent, I put it on my third tier of my signature tray. So these two together, they're going to be married forever with me. And because I do love this, it's just never been beast mode. It's always been light and delicate. This makes this beautiful. So these two together are a match made in heaven. Give it a try. Let me know what you think. Comment down below and let's talk about it. Thank you so very much for joining me today. I hope this has helped you a little bit because I know the Sephora sale is coming up and a lot of people are going to be running to purchase and to buy this particular fragrance. And so for me, it's yes, it's keeper, it's buy. It's not a blind buy, but it's yes, buy it. And the reason why is because it goes with so many other fragrances. It adds that extra something that's missing to make it last, make it project, make it sweeter, make it nuttier, make it better. So yes, I would purchase this again, and I will always keep it in my collection because I can do so many things with it. It is definitely the icing on the cake. Thank you so much. God bless you, and may the Lord bless you and keep you. May you be blessed beyond measure in Jesus' name. Amen. Talk to you guys later in the next one. Bye-bye.